The signs that someone is right for you. Relationship experts say these are the 12 green flags the person you're dating is right for you, and some are surprisingly simple. Modern dating is a minefield. There are so many rules and games to play, it's easy to lose track. You might be left on red by someone you really liked, and your mind may spin out of control when you're overanalyzing what their last few messages really meant. The woes don't necessarily stop when you find someone. With dating apps right at your fingertips, it's tempting to go back and see if there is someone out there who is just a bit more perfect. With so much available choice, how are you supposed to know if someone is right for you? When should you stop overthinking and finally commit? Insider asked relationship experts for the green flags to look out for when you're trying to figure out if someone is right for you. Here's what they had to say. Number 1, they pass the bar test. As simple as this may seem, I call it the bar test to know if you're with the right person. When you're at a bar or restaurant, wherever, with your new partner, are you looking around to see who else is out there or who might see you two together? Or are you perfectly content with your partner and you want everyone there to notice you with him, her? If the latter is true, then he, she passes the test. But if it's the former, it might be time to decide whether being in a relationship with this person is your best option. Number 2, they don't hold you back. A person who can authentically be excited about your success and goals in life is someone who won't feel the need to hold you back. Most unhealthy relationships include some form of sabotaging of one partner. Dating someone who is happy with their life means they can be happy for you and alongside of you. Number 3, you get a good gut feeling about it. When you listen to your heart, you'll feel whether or not the person you're dating is right for you. This is known as intuition, your heart's message to you. Almost everyone can think back and recall a time when they didn't listen to it. When you feel good, feel that your partner is patient and true, treats you the same in public as he, she does at home, then you're on the right path. Keep in mind that your intuition may send out warnings as well. It may come as a gut reaction. For example, if your partner wants to change you in any way, he, she is not accepting you for who you are. If that happens, run. That is a sign of a controlling person, and he, she will never treat you properly. Number 4, they don't want to change you. Look for a person who embraces you, warts and all. You know, those little quirks and oddball habits that make you uniquely you. Maybe it's your obsession with collectible stamps, your love of heavy metal, or your Sunday morning ritual of making waffles in your pajamas. They don't just tolerate these idiosyncrasies, they find them endearing. There's no underestimating the power of laughter. If they can make you chuckle till you're gasping for breath, hold on to them. Shared humor is a sign of intellectual compatibility and a great stress buster. Number 5, they fit into your life. A good sign that someone is right for you is if you can imagine that person fitting into other parts of your life and not just living in a microcosm of the relationship. Ask yourself, do they get along with the other people in my life? Do I get along with their friends and family? Do we have mutual interests and things that we enjoy doing together that can be a source of sustainability in a relationship? If the answer is yes, then you may be on the right track. Number 6, they listen to you. One of the signs that your date is likely to make a good mate is that he or she shows genuine interest in your life and listens attentively when you are speaking. They also remember things that you have told them about yourself. Conversely, if the person that you are dating nearly always monopolizes the conversation, does not ask you about yourself or your day, and then tunes you out when you start speaking, these are clear signals that your date is not really very interested in you, as a person except as an audience for them. If they are not interested now at the beginning of the relationship, they are likely to be even less interested later on. Number 7, they're happy when you're happy. It certainly helps if you're dating someone that you want to make happy and who wants to make you happy in return. Couples who each truly place the needs and wants of their partners on par with or above their own seem handle a lifetime of compromising, juggling priorities, and collaborating better than couples who individually pursue their own best interests. Number 8, they are all-round respectful. They treat others, especially people they don't know, like the waitstaff at a restaurant, with kindness and respect. If the bar is set high with how they treat strangers, their standard will be even higher with those they love. They make plans in advance and are mindful of your time. This is a big green flag, as we all want to be able to depend on our partner. Someone who is both considerate and consistent is someone you can depend on to show up for you in life and in love. They ask you questions about you and your life, and they listen attentively and non-judgmentally. This ties into our core need for belonging and feeling seen, heard by our partner. Someone who not only shares about their life, but is also deeply interested in yours is someone who will be a true partner, who's not just along for the ride, but is invested in the journey. Number 9, they comfort you when you're sad. One of the major signs that tells you if the person you're dating is right for you is how they treat you when you're sad, crying, having a bad day, or just emotional. Are they compassionate? Are they attentive? Do they stop what they're doing to give you their attention? Are they distracted when you're expressing your feelings? And most of all, do they know when to just give you a hug? It may seem simple, but this is a very important trait to know what kind of human being the person is. If they criticize you for being sad or tell you that how you feel is silly, that you're overreacting, that may be something to pay attention to. They could show signs of narcissism. Although later you may think you were overreacting, it may be just as important to know you were being listened to in the onset. Number 10, they have strong but healthy boundaries. Something that is important is whether this person has boundaries. Boundaries are important because it means someone isn't a pushover and they can communicate when they are unhappy. When we are unhappy and we don't say anything, our resentment builds up and boils over. Some women prefer the man to take charge. Some women want the man to be more passive, so you've got to think about your values. In healthy relationships, growth is very important, generally in the same direction, so you need to be able to have arguments and conflicts and points of disagreements without killing each other. Rather, it's an opportunity to say, hey, this is how your brain works, this is how I feel, and can we actually learn from each other in this point in time and grow in the same general direction with our own wisdom and our own failures? Number 11, you share the same values even if you disagree. Trust, of course, is essential in a healthy relationship. If the other person is reliable and available and doesn't make you question them, you can start to feel mutual trust and respect. It is also important to feel safe with the person, to be open and honest, and to feel like you both have good boundaries when needed. Shared values are foundational in a good relationship, so noting that is another good sign that the person you are dating is a good fit for you. In line with this, assess how supportive they are of your goals, dreams, and interests. Also look at whether you have the same goals for a relationship and for life in general. Being able to manage conflict well is also a good sign. Disagreement is inevitable, so it is all about how you manage it that is important. Finally, feeling cared for and happy is a great sign that a person you are dating is a good fit for you. Number 12, they talk about the future. While it's important to live in the moment and enjoy the relationship as it happens, it's also good to think and talk about the future. Of course, not every relationship is or needs to be long-term, but if you are starting to feel like you really love this person and would like to spend your life with them, then it's essential to see whether they can envision this future too. A serious relationship involves a certain amount of planning, and the prospect of taking the next step in a partnership can seem daunting. However, if you feel a sense of excitement when talking about the future and can tell that they share this same sentiment, this is a good indication that the partnership is strong. So, if you have met this person in your life, please cherish it. Thanks for watching and see you again in the next video.